Double Krayt Dragon. What is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we're going to be looking at the updated Vader Green list from Set 2 and kind of early testing of this deck and how it feels. So the first thing is the ECL, the debate whether you need that with timely reinforcement. So far I've found that it's helpful to have for early in the game to kill something and it can sort of gets its value out of it and kind of keeps you in the game against those aggro, more low to the ground decks. And it's just nice to have it as an option. I'm not sure if it's necessary though. To be honest, it really, the difference in the bases hasn't really felt that impactful so far. Really, what I've been playing against is Krayt Dragon. Everybody's been playing Krayt Dragon, um, which is as expected. Like I just talked about in the last video. It does feel like whoever gets Krayt Dragon first is going to win the game, which is why Recruit, again, there's a 3 of in here. Recruit has been really phenomenal. It's gotten so much better and so is Reinforcement Walker because you're digging in your deck. But against Mill and Control, that's bad. So that's why there's 3 Relentless in the sideboard. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but that's just all I've played against today is Krayt Dragon. Just about every single deck was Krayt Dragon. I think the only one that I didn't play against, there's just one deck I didn't play against that had Krayt Dragon. So if that gives you an idea, I played 6 or 7 games today. But yeah, so I mean the idea in this list is stay alive early, ramp up as quickly as possible. We're adding in a 3rd piece of ramp with 3 price on your head. That's why we have that in here to get to the Darth Vader Darth Vader leader unit sooner because it is such a good leader. And that is actually a good thing to do against aggro sometimes, is just get the leader out as quickly as possible and just win the game with that because it really puts you in a strong position. So that makes your aggro matchup a little better, which is where ECL is not as questionable. I did take out, to squeeze in a lot of these things, I had to take out Viper Probe Droid, the Short Trooper, TIE Fighter. I replaced with Kylo's TIE Silencer, which it was fine in testing. I don't know. I mean, it's a 3/2 on turn 1, so I mean that's good. But I don't like that it's a unique unit at all. That's really not the greatest because you want to be able to get that with the Vader unit multiples of things later. So don't really like that part of it, but otherwise it's been good. But as far as units, we have the 3 Death Star Stormtrooper, of course. Then we have the 3 Kylo's TIE Silencer for our turn 1 plays. Our turn 2 plays are Superlaser Tech for ramp. We can ECL it, of course, in this version, which definitely helps. And the Consortium with the ECL is very strong against aggro early and just anything that's putting pressure on us, not necessarily aggro. And then the 3 Dark Stormtrooper, which is very good with ECL and timely, as I've discussed before. But timely with that card is very good too if you've already used your ECL, just to be able to pump it up and make it a 4/4 to make it deal with 1 more unit on the board, which goes very well with Vader's ability to ping things and overwhelming barrage and Palpatine and all that stuff. I would say one thing right off the gate is I would like to have a 3rd Palpatine in here. But so far, I'm not sure what to take out for that. Maybe the Consortium, maybe one of the Consortiums, because it doesn't feel as necessary. Maybe just 2 of those is fine. The next unit is 2 Imperial Interceptors. I played just 2 because of its cost. It is very effective in certain situations. But I see some lists that play 3. I think 3 is fine. I think a lot of this comes down to personal preference and playstyle. Then we have 2 Jango Fett. The reason I play that is because of ECL and because of price on your head. So it's a very good price on your head, turn 1 or turn 2, and then ECL with Jango Fett as a 6/6. Draw a card, overwhelm unit, kill the unit, and just get a lot of value out of that play. So that's a very good play. And that's if I wasn't playing ECL, I would take Jango Fett out. It just doesn't do enough when you have Darth Vader, Reinforcement Walker, Palpatine, and Krayt Dragon. And you're like, yeah, I'd rather just have another like early unit like on turn 1 or turn 2 instead of Jango Fett. I like Jango Fett a lot. It's just I think it's better in a Bounty Hunter deck or ECL deck. So like it's very good in like the Kylo ECL deck that I had played recently. But it is good in here because of that play. And it's still good because it has 6 HP. So then we have, you know, the big boys, and that's what this deck is about. Similarly to the deck that I had just played, the Han Green ramp deck, which is insane. So we were playing, this one is definitely not as insane as that deck. And this is one of the, you know, one of the strongest decks in the format is Vader Green. But just after playing this and testing compared to that Han Green deck and how quickly I was just overwhelming my opponents and just like, I don't know. That deck is absolutely insane. If you haven't watched that video, please check it out. And please try out the list as well because you're probably going to see it. It's been crazy. But this, so we play the 3 Darth Vader units. We're not playing Maul. I did originally have Maul in here because I love Maul, but in a deck like this where you're trying to survive Darth Vader, getting you like a phase Dark Trooper or just getting more units on the board has been more impactful than the Maul, especially because the follow-up cards we have afterwards are so strong. The 3 Reinforcement Walker has been very, very, very strong. I cannot say that enough. The fact that we're able to timely reinforcement it now and draw 2 cards or gain 6 life on any given turn at any point in the game is very strong. You do have, for those games that go longer, you do have to be mindful that you might deck yourself out because of Reinforcement Walker's draw ability. And then, of course, the 2 Palpatine, like I said, I want to, you know, probably going to add the 3rd one in for the Consortium, I think, is the route I want to go. I wish there was, like, one more good piece of early removal for red and black. I mean, I know there is the I'm Your Father, which isn't bad. I mean, I guess that's definitely an option, but the fact that your opponent gets to choose is just kind of like, well, I'll take the 3 cards, but so, I mean, that's an option too to consider because I felt like so far in testing, Consortium is like very good against aggro, but if I can just survive against aggro, then I'm fine, which really hasn't been too much of an issue because of Phase Dark Trooper and the removal. I already have ECL and Overwhelming Barrage, but I did want to have another unit for Overwhelming Barrage with Consortium. That's the reason it's in here, so. Palpatine, of course, you know what it does. It's great. We get to it a little bit quicker in here because of the 9 pieces of ramp. And then the 3 Krayt Dragon to end the game, which is the game ender. So, you know, if we don't, against aggro, we're usually ending the game most of the time before that turn because we're just getting Vader out quickly and then flipping it and killing everything on their board with a barrage. And if we need to, we could pull a Reinforcement Walker out and stabilize. Recruit is very, 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 very good. When you think about it, you start off with what, 6 cards. By the time you really want to use Recruit is, I mean, sometimes it's early if you don't have any units, but most of the time it's by like your 5-6 resource turn because you want to start looking for Darth Vader, for Reinforcement Walker, for Palpatine and Krayt Dragon, right? The ability by that time is you've drawn, let's say at your 6 resource turn, you have now had 4 more turns since turn 1. So you've drawn 8 more cards. So you're at 14 cards through your deck. So you have now 35 cards left in your deck. So that makes the value of Recruit insane because you're looking at 5 cards and finding anything that you need. So as the game goes on, the card just gets stronger and stronger. And it's very, very important when everyone is playing the same cards at the top of the game, which is like Avenger, Krayt Dragon, you know, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Wrecker, Poe. Like everybody's playing these cards now. Like you're gonna have to deal with them. This is where the game is going. There's strong units everywhere. So Recruit is, instead of me just waiting to top deck it every time I draw 2 cards, I'm saying, I'm gonna make that a part of a consistent part of my deck. And that's another reason why Reinforcement Walker is so good, because once I get that card out, at that point in the game, like I'm getting card advantage. So I am drawing cards every turn. If I get two Reinforcement Walkers out, I'm drawing two cards every turn. If I randomly ambush a Reinforcement Walker, I'm drawing two more cards in addition to whatever else I'm already doing. So it really helps me to find what I'm looking for to close the game out. Um, Again, like, I don't know if ECL versus the 30 HP base, I think it really just comes into play against aggro is where I mostly, I mean, it's nice to ECL, but you don't have like a Poe or a Wrecker in this deck at like a 5-6 resource unit that's very, very strong that comes in. I do like the, oh, I can't remember the name of it. It is a 6 resource unit that I would consider putting in here because, and maybe that's even better than Jango Fett, honestly. Yeah, it might be now that I'm talking about it because I want to have something around 5-6 resources that can come in and just overpower something on the board with ECL, like Poe and Wrecker do. So maybe that is the card. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll I'll post it up while we're during this recording. You'll be able to see it, even though I don't know what it is at the moment. But I might switch that out for Jango Fett because Jango Fett becomes a 6-6, but it's very situational. Um, but yeah, I mean, I still love this deck, but I do think it's going to take some time for this deck to get to a list that feels optimal because things have shifted a lot. I do think 3 Krayt Dragon is what you want in here, and I think 3 Recruit is what you want. Those and that 3 Timely Intervention as well. I think those things are very important for shifting the momentum of the game at any given time. The cards they feel a lot stronger, the ones we're playing against. So, like, for example, Poe, like, Poe's insane. It's a 6-6. And, like, the guys that we're playing later in the game have 6 power. I mean, Palpatine's a 6-6. Poe's a 6-6 3 turns earlier. So there are very strong cards. So we really have to be able to deal with those cards. Force Choke and Vader's ping ability definitely help against Poe. I mean, we want to be able to stabilize and deal with those things early because otherwise we're not going to make it to our big units. But I would say that the control matchup has gotten harder because control has gotten better. They have even more removal. So, that's why there's 3 Relentless in the sideboard and the 2 Devastators still. Control is just going to be one of those games. Relentless is going to be extremely important to protect Krayt Dragon in that matchup. Like to play Relentless, then play Krayt Dragon is how you probably optimally want to do it because you want that first event each turn to lose all of its abilities. So yeah, I mean, I do think 3 Relentless, 3 Krayt Dragon is going to be very strong, but that matchup's still going to be very hard. And they're going to take like 30 minutes, and they're also going to be trying to mill you. So, that's another thing that you have to deal with. So that's why I'm not sure about the Kylo's TIE Silencer, because sometimes the TIE Fighter has been better at the early pressure, and I can play them both in the same turn. And the Death Star Stormtrooper I'm referring to. And then with Vader's ability, I can get multiple. So to be honest, like, saying that out loud too, I think I'm going to change that around as well because the fact that it's a non-unique, the fact that I can ping on turn 1, that I can get that early pressure with 2 units, because early pressure is what helps you against control. It's also great against aggro because I can still use those units to kill and ping things. TIE Fighter still kills a lot of things that are 3/2s, like Kylo's TIE Silencer, for example. So I still think that might be the better option. So I'll adjust this list as we're talking. Sometimes you have to talk things out loud to get it right. And then we have the 3 Larn in the sideboard to bring in against aggro decks, and the 2 Emperor's Legion is going to come in against control as well. But yeah, that's the list. It's been a lot of fun, but I think that it feels different, like set 1 versus set 2 feels a lot different as far as with this deck. Like, because I just played this deck right at the end of, what was it, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I played a very similar version of this deck without Krayt Dragon and the Dark Trooper and the Timely Reinforcement, of course. But I did have 2 recruits in mind, I think. But And the Jango Fett, I guess, is the other card. But I was just running through my opponents. Like, it wasn't even, it didn't feel very difficult at all. And that's because aggro didn't have those really strong top end cards like Poe and Wrecker for so cheap. And then Krayt Dragon. Like, I have to be able to deal with Krayt Dragon, and that is not an easy card to deal with unless you're playing blue. I mean, then it's a little easier because you have life gain and you have all the removal that can deal with it. So you got to be prepared for that card. As always, please like and subscribe. If you enjoy my content, go to the community page and write down your favorite cards that you're excited about from this new set under the 1,500 subscriber giveaway, where I will be giving away a Krayt Dragon and a Darth Maul card to 2 lucky winners. But let's get into some games and see how this deck performs today. And I do make some changes to this list at the end of the video based on playtesting today, so please make sure you check the list below in the description, or at least tune in till the end of the video to see the changes that I made.
Alright, so we're up against Hunter, Outcast, Surgeon. So it says reveal a resource you control. If it shares a name with a friendly unique unit, return the resource to its owner's hand and put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. No mulligan. So I really have no idea what this deck is going to look like. I want to keep some removal, some early pressure. Yularen might be useful. We definitely resource the intervention. We don't need that. It's either Jango or Imperial Interceptor. Let's go. And they might have flyers in this deck. We have the Tie-In Fighter though. I just want to keep as much removal as possible. I mean, and there you go. Look at that. That's not a great. That was a good guess on the flyers because of the colors. So Yularen will live. Open fire is great. As much as I love Krayt Dragon, I don't know. Let's try to hold on to it. See what we can get it out there this game, because I love that card. This game might drag on a bit. We're definitely just gonna kill that. Does this have a shield? Does not look like it, so we're just gonna kill it. That's good. Superlaser Tech's not bad. We're gonna save these interventions for later. I'm not even sure how to use that on here. We could ambush this in. It'll kill it, right? It will. Yep. We'll do the one plate ability and then trigger the ambush. Nice. Say we're in good shape at the moment. All the removal is always great. What does this flip as at 5/8? All right, let's let one Force Choke go. I really want to ramp potentially. Okay, Chewie is a thing. So we've already ambushed and it was super laser, but we can open fire it and then attack with Yularen, which isn't bad. I think that's the best thing to do here, to be perfectly honest. It's the only readies at combat damage. Save the Force Choke. We still have the option to timely intervention. The super laser attack here, which would get us to Vader the leader. He flips on 7, so there's another card. Okay, how do I timely intervention the Imperial Interceptor from my resources. I can't even see my resources. Yeah, honestly, since I've never even tried, I don't even know how to do that. I play this all the time. It's got to be a way, right? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Same thing as before. Nice. God, I love that card. Alright, we're bringing out Vader. Double Krayt Dragon? Do we need double Krayt Dragon here? If we're able to... Yeah, we could Timely again. I think we could play a Krayt Dragon next turn. Is he even going to have anything to deal with it? Guess we'll find out, right? I mean, that just seems absolutely disgusting, so. See what our opponent does first. He might have Ewing reinforcements, I'm guessing. I mean, I know okay. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and deploy. I don't see... No, how do we undo? How do you undo a button? Let's just do this. Let's do the thing. Our opponent has put 0 damage on our face as of yet. Okay, he flips on 7. Can deal a damage to one of these. Has restore 2. I'd really like to... Yeah, let's do it here because I think when he deploys, we're probably just going to trade leaders because we have Krayt Dragon next turn. Okay, he just took the initiative. I'm not sure why he did that. Okay. Glitches. I mean, I have Krayt Dragon. I don't think it matters. It does stink, though. So far, this deck's been amazing. ECL, and we haven't taken a damage. Well, that hurts. But we have Krayt Dragon, and it's not a unique unit. Which is absolutely insane. Okay. Well, it does 7 damage to his face. And his base. Deals 6 damage to... Oh my god. Yeah. Double Krayt Dragon. we're going face. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, we didn't play a black unit. Okay. Let's Superlaser Tech go here. Well, he's gonna definitely kill one of the Krayt Dragons. I mean, that's gonna happen. Okay. Yep. Alrighty then. I think that's the game. No? You learn. Short Trooper. Sort of. Pass. No damage, so it did not matter. Wow. That was a... I mean, I know he didn't get the leader, so let's not act like that wasn't a thing. But either way, he has not put any damage on our face. I mean, he could get a Chewie here, yeah. So it is a Sentinel, but we just do 8 damage to his base because he played Restore. Wow, double Krayt Dragon. My goodness. Want to talk about fun? All right, looks like we're up against Han Green. I wonder if it's the Han Green list I just posted or not. Looks like we have a decent hand. I think we let go of the Short Trooper here. Ooh. I like Consortium. I like Open Fire, and I like Barrage, and I like Dark Trooper. So I guess we'll keep the Open Fire over the Consortium for now. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. See what our opponent does. Nice. Nice. Pulling off the Spark combo. Looks like we might be playing against my deck, which is, I don't know. I think that deck's crazy, so I don't know how this matchup's gonna go. Krayt Dragon is great, but I mean, we're so far away from that right now. I actually think that our best bet is just to like be aggressive, and I don't know. They're already at 4 resources. Yeah, so they could play Poe this turn. If that gives you any idea of what kind of trouble we are already in. Oh wow, they're just going for it all, huh? Okay. So we will just have to get as much pressure down as we can. Okay, he's cheating in something. Oh, I mean just Han, okay. That's fine. So he kills the Dark Trooper, takes 3. We could do a little bit of our own ramp here. Just play Spark and ambush in Darth Stormtrooper, gets a 6 next turn. I don't know if I want to do that though. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing ever. Could also just open fire this card to slow things down. Yeah, and then still play the Death Star Stormtrooper to set up a barrage with it next turn. Okay, Marauder's coming in. Nice. I like Marauder. This is definitely my deck. So it's cool to see that this deck's already been played a lot. How are you liking my Han Solo deck so far?
It's a good thing. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's super strong. Alright, test it. Okay, we'll swing in for 2. Play Death Star. Pass. We got Barrage this turn. I don't know how good Imperial Interceptors right now. I'd rather have Barrage and Price on my head so I can sneak out Vader as a way to, like... I mean, at this point, they could play Reinforcement Walker, so... I don't know. I don't know how we win this one, to be honest. There's the Recruit. He has to reveal it, so what does he reveal? Poe Dameron. Nice. So he could ambush in Poe Dameron this turn. Which is bad for us. So even if we make Stormtrooper a 5/5, I mean, he could kill both of these things, so we have to do that. Yeah, I mean, this is just getting out of hand. I mean, he had the turn 1 Reckless Gunslinger, so there's not much we could do there. He's gonna... Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I am not sure how to beat it. Especially with the turn 1 Gunslinger Spark of Hope combo. So we're definitely playing Price of Head. Or no, we're not. We're just gonna kill Poe. Yeah. And pass. Okay. But I mean, the thing is, yeah, we have big units too, but like, which one of these is better? I mean, we really, I don't even know if we need Price on your head at this point. I guess it helps us get to Krayt Dragon sooner too. Does Yularen really do that much in this matchup? I don't know. I mean, it does help us get to Krayt Dragon to try to catch up to their ramp. I don't think we need Yularen here. I think we need to play Price on your head and just hope they don't get Krayt Dragon this turn. And they did. Good game. Not much we could do there. We'll take our 2. What has been your toughest matchup so far? Be interested to know, because I hadn't found one that was tough. Okay, well we have good cards in our hand at least. So I mean, there's a potential for a win. Yeah, 7 damage is a lot. I mean, maybe one of each because of the fact that Vader can get us like a Sentinel. You're taking 10 damage, yeah. So we play Darth Maul here. Or play Vader and it dies. It goes to 3 damage. I don't like that. We have to play Darth Maul. Sorry. Oh, he's just gonna immediately kill Darth Maul, yeah. There's nothing we could do. What? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. He didn't do it to our face, which is weird. have to translate that later. I'm not sure what he meant. Yeah, I mean, Krayt Dragon's just doing stupid things here. Deploy. And Vader takes all the damage and just dies. Oh no, it doesn't die. We just lose next turn though. Yeah, because we have to. There's no way we can do this. We have to kill Krayt Dragon right here. And Wrecker just kills us, so good game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you beat that deck at all. I don't know. I don't know what a good matchup is against it, to be honest. That's why I said it was Broken Han. I mean, Vader's one of the strongest decks in the format, so that didn't feel close at all. And it wasn't. Yeah, man. Keep me posted in the comments on the video of how you are doing with the deck. Yeah, I mean, Palpatine was too little too late. We didn't get any early ramp. That was effective. Resupply would have been good in this matchup. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Alright, up against Mando Blue here. No mulligan. I'm gonna let Palp go and Vader go, I guess. Do have a resupply. But I mean, Imperial into Barrage is good, and if we draw anything else that's a unit earlier, we could do that as well. Okay. So he's just searching for Mandalorian cards on turn 1, which is cool. So you got Follower of the Way, okay. So we'll just claim the initiative. Would have been nice if we had one of our cheap units there to put a little pressure on him. Price on your head is good because we have removal. Recruit is really good because we don't have any units except Imperial Interceptor. So this is a good turn to recruit. It's also a good turn just resupply since there isn't much going on. But Force Choke, recruit isn't bad either. Or Price on your head, Force Choke. Next turn is good. This is tough, man. I feel like we want to go the ramp route because we aren't doing a lot. I'm not getting rid of recruit though. They do have shields in this deck too, so that's another reason Barrage is not as good. Put Price on our head on the unit and then Force Choke him next turn. Or just resupply here, which isn't a bad idea. Because then we can Price on your head and Force Choke next turn. But since we have the initiative, we could Force Choke and resupply next turn, right? No, we cannot. So let's just resupply. Just resupply. Okay, Follow the Way. Cool, cool. Okay, he's already at 7 with Resilient. Alright, Vader is a card I want now. Do we even care about Price on your head now? I think so. Well, I think this is the card that goes. Because I want to keep Vader at this point. We're really close to Vader. How big is he? He's got 1 damage on him. So we can play Price on your head, Force Choke, ping. Price on your head. Hopefully he doesn't have a shield here. Okay. Force choke. Either way, we can ping the shield off if he puts a shield on it. And then... Okay, we're just gonna ping with Vader. And get Vader out. Next turn, both Vaders, which is good. Okay, if he... Can he upgrade this? He cannot. But he probably can next turn. I think we can let Django go at this point. We're getting into our big boys, so Django's kind of... And life gain is still important with Consortium until we find a reinforcement walker. Look at opponent's hand and discard a Vader. Isn't that nice? But we do have ECL and Recruit, so that's an option too. Depending on what we get. You could also just deploy Vader. Could also force choke. I think that's an option that we should consider. Okay. Force choke. Just to kill. Okay. I don't care about that. Yep. Put a damage on that thing. We could just ambush in and kill. I'm cool with that because that thing can get really pumped up with different units, and I mean, what else are we going to use ECL for at this point? Okay, now we have Recruit to set up our next turn. Well, this is tough. We could just play Reinforcement Walker or just get the Krayt Dragon down. I don't think they have a way to deal with Krayt Dragon in 2 turns, so I mean, besides exhausting it, but what does that do? And then we found the Reinforcement Walker anyway, so it didn't matter. Okay. Alright. Exhaust an enemy unit, okay. Yes, we want to draw that. Absolutely. Getting into our powerhouse cards. Okay, that's a cool card, but I mean, how you gonna deal with Krayt Dragon? Brother! No, we don't need that. All the big boys. Sure. More units is better. Okay. We can kill Razor Crest next turn if he doesn't pump it up again. Either way, we can start pinging it away. We can kill it next turn either way with Vader and Palpatine. And I'm not sure how he comes back from this, especially with what Krayt Dragon is doing to his base right now. I'm not sure, especially when we just attack him with Krayt Dragon. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to find out that Recruit is just, in any Krayt Dragon deck, like, just play 3 Recruit, because you're just trying to find that card to close the game out. The card's insane. This card is insane. As I'm trying to test out other decks, and they just killed Krayt Dragon and died. As I'm trying to test out other decks, like, that are playing Krayt Dragon, like, I'm just getting my ass beat. So, like, you know, if I'm not playing Krayt Dragon, or if I don't get Krayt Dragon, it's like, it's just, it's the card, man. I'm telling you, this is the card you have to be prepared for. I mean, blue decks have a lot of answers for it with their life gain and their mill, so, like, that's going to be always one of the more challenging matchups for any deck that is Krayt Dragon. But, yeah, I mean, it's just turning into... It feels like right now, what I've been playing against today, like, I feel like all I'm playing against is Krayt Dragons. Alright, playing against Leia Green here. Would I like to mulligan? No. We have Sentinel, we have Open Fire, we have Death Star Stormtrooper. I think Django can go. And then what? We have a lot of removal, which is incredible against them. Death Star Stormtrooper is good too, though, on turn 1. Barrage is good too. They're all good. We're setting the Dark Trooper. No, we need to have a unit for the Barrage. It's just these are tough choices. I mean, if we go the removal route, we're just gonna plop everything, right? Let's get rid of the Dark Trooper. I don't know if that's the right idea, but I just want to have a way to either play a removal or, I mean, we're gonna play the Stormtrooper for turn 1 and then ping something probably. Okay, we're not. We're just gonna attack it. Do Battlefield Marine. And then go from there. Okay, resupply is probably... It's a maybe card. It's a maybe, because getting to Vader quick is good. But, yeah, we're just gonna... All we're doing is killing our units and playing defense until we get to our big stuff. And we won the game. That was incredible. Death Star Stormtrooper was clearly MVP. Just came in for a big knockout, and opponent couldn't take anymore. And just saw the writing on the wall, you know? It happens sometimes. Alright, up against Han Blue here, so a little different than my deck that we just played against. No, we have a good hand. We'll resource Timely Intervention and one of the Dark Troopers, I guess. Maybe it's a little early for Reinforcement Walker. Yeah, it's probably a little early for that, because we got a ways to go. Ways to go, yeah. So let that go and that go, because we can pull that out later. Good luck. Have fun. Same to you. Okay. Well, don't worry, brother. I don't have the most insane hand, but I will kill you with Phase Dark Trooper next turn. It's the first time with this deck, okay. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, Recruit, I love you, Recruit. How I adore thee, Recruit. Every time I see Recruit, I get excited. Is that bad? You could just put a price on your head on that thing. And then Recruit this turn. The problem with price in your head is like, when are we gonna do it? It's gotta be the 5 resource turn, right? And because we're probably just ambushing in with Dark Trooper this turn. I really want to keep the Recruit. Resupply is a sure thing versus having to kill something, so that's my thinking, and that's what I'm sticking to. Okay. Alright, got a Sentinel down. If he doesn't have... Okay. He's just killing that, okay. Do we care about doing 3 damage to his face? Sure. We do. We do. Alright. I think... Okay, well there's a price in your head. Do we need 2 recruits? Probably. Honestly, man, yes. Yes, we do. Like, we want those. Those are gonna find the stuff that wins the game. We do, we do. Price in your head isn't bad. But like I said, I'd rather just resupply and recruit here if we're not doing anything crazy. If we're just not, I mean, we did that or we're playing the Dark Trooper, but I'd rather play that next turn for smuggle cost. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So if we resupply this turn, we're up to 6 next turn. We could face Dark Trooper. A thing. Could also just resupply next turn. I'd rather just resupply next turn and get a Sentinel down and just recruit. Oh my god. Alright, I definitely think we need Reinforcement Walker just to, at first, just because we want to make sure that we, why is it not passing? Is the game messing up or something? Okay. Alright, we got our third recruit, a Vader, and a Reinforcement Walker. So we're at 5. If we go 6 here, I think we need to let one of the recruits go at this point. So we're going to go resupply recruit, try to find the Krayt Dragon, I guess. Now that it has died. Superlaser Tech would have been nice too, like right about now. But it's a little too late, right? Would have been better a little bit earlier. Honestly, bro. Reinforcement Walker is going to be important, so we do need a resupply to get to that soon. Ouch. Cheating out the Wrecker and the Hot. Yeah, those are bad. We need a barrage too. Okay, so we're going to resupply, recruit, choose what? I mean, probably another Reinforcement Walker, right? Yeah, I mean, just to gain life and to stabilize after we kill things with Vader this following turn. Okay, bringing in Vader, what are we killing? The thing that does the most damage and probably... I mean, that's Wrecker. There's a Krayt Dragon. Okay. We have all the strong cards, sorry. So we have to kill. Yeah, I'll just take both of those. Oh, whoops. We were going to lose Wrecker immediately, but it's better than taking 7 damage, so we can kill K2SO right after we deploy Vader. We can start to stabilize with Reinforcement Walker, because they're going to give us a lot of damage this turn. They also have the potential to play Luke Skywalker here, which is not fun. Back-to-back Reinforcement Walker to help us gain a lot of life should help gain us 9 life over the next 2 turns after this turn. So we're going to attack into Han Solo, do 2 to K2SO at this point in time. What did I play? Oh, I can't deal damage. So we take 4 from K2SO here, I think. Is my guess. Unless he plays another unit. Okay, he went with Han's. No, he's using Han's ability. Okay. No, he's attacking with Han. Okay. So we're just gonna attack in to Han and then do 2 damage to K2. So take our 3. Okay. Reinforcement Walker again in this deck, much like the Han Green deck, is extremely important. Okay, that's a good card. But we're just gonna claim the initiative. We will just immediately kill those 2 cards. We will kill Kanan and then kill Han with Vader, and then we will play Reinforcement Walker. Do not care about doing 3 damage to the Inceptor. Barrage is very good. Open Fire is not bad, but Barrage is better. We could actually just Barrage too for 7 and do a ton of damage here. Is that worth it? So we do 3, 4, 3 to the Interceptor. Or we could just lose Vader. Do we want to lose Vader? I don't really want to lose Vader. I mean, that seems like the best thing. Then we don't lose Vader that way, yeah. Seems good. Seems good. Kanan 3. We have 4 more damage to deal, so we do 3 and 1. Okay. We could have a Luke here. Or a redemption, I guess. Is a card? Yeah, there's the Luke. Okay. Who's he killing? The Kylo? Oh, just the Vader. Okay. Well, that's the thing. We can ping Luke, so we will just attack into Luke, I think, here to weaken Luke as much as possible. Alright, resupply is a good card to let go of. So because he's thinking that Vader's just going to kill him anyways, he's probably attacking into Vader, I would guess. Or he might just go face for get us to 19, I don't know. Oh no, he's playing a Krayt Dragon himself, which is awful. So we're gonna take 8 damage. That's not great. Krayt Dragon versus Krayt Dragon, like I said. This is turning into a Krayt Dragon meta, I swear. And people thought that this... I really wish we had a cheap unit to ambush in right now for Krayt Dragon. Okay, so we gotta kill Luke. We don't have a choice. We have to attack into Krayt Dragon, I think. Because it'll kill us. It's going to kill us either way, right? We take 8 damage, we go to 21, then we heal 3, we go to 18. And it just kills us. There's nothing we could do at this point. There's literally nothing we can do to defeat that because he got it down first because he had the initiative on the 8 resource turn. Yeah, this is what I mean. The card's oppressive. Like, it's just who gets Krayt Dragon down first. Like, this is not healthy. It's not healthy. There's no way for me to kill that card. If I had a barrage, I could do it. But I just used the barrage. Reinforcement Walker would have gotten us to 10 last turn. But I mean, they would have attacked in. Vader would have already been dead, so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we see. Good job. It's just not enough. It does 7. It's like 1 off. If we had a black card too, that would be really nice, you know? It's just nothing we could do. We don't have a way. We don't have the initiative. He's already claimed the initiative, so. It's really just not good, man. Down to 10, he does 8 to our face, and he wins. Yeah. Or 8's a reinforcement marker if he makes a mistake. But I don't know why he would do that. Ever. He did do that. Okay. Does Barrage save us? No. Because he still does 5 damage to our face. Open Fire is not bad to kill Krayt Dragon. I mean, it does kill it. Deals 2 damage to a unit or a base, okay. I'm not sure why he just did that, man. Like, he should have absolutely attacked in with Krayt Dragon first. Our opponent is making some mistakes. Because I really don't think we have much of a chance here, especially if he plays another Krayt Dragon right now. Okay, Wrecker is still a card. Especially because we can't play a card right now. Which is not good. But we are going to play our own Krayt Dragon next turn, finally. And we're going to ambush it in. Which is insane. Sorry, Django. Don't need you, brother. Brother! Okay, we're going to timely in a Krayt Dragon. Yes. And try to flip the script on this game. We could play a Luke, though, and kill it. Again, it did not. I'm not sure why it is not doing that. Triggering 4 damage to your base. Okay, he could play a Poe here, which is bad. Reinforcement walker's fine. Do we have another timely? We do not. Not in there. There's the Poe. That's expected. If we draw a timely, that would be good. Palpatine's really good. I think we can let Consortium go now. We shall play Palpatine. And kill the Poe. You can also force choke anything else. Another vanquish. Okay. This has been a fun matchup. How many Krayt Dragons do we have in the discard? Just the one? And then how many do we have resourced? None. We have to guess that our opponent has another Krayt Dragon at some point too. Oh, we already claimed the initiative. Okay. I don't think we're resourcing anything right now. I'm just gonna play Reinforcement Walker and heal 3 to get ourselves out of Krayt Dragon range. Okay. Going to play a Phase Dark Trooper. He could play Krayt Dragon though. Okay, he played that, which is fine. Oh my god, he emptied his hand. Okay, Palpatine is really good. Force Choke's good. Imperial Interceptor's good. Barrage is good. So many freaking choices. What are we doing here? I want to do Barrage Palpatine to do like a double board wipe, right? Yeah, I think that's good. So we can Barrage first for 8 damage. And what can we kill? Let's kill the life gainers. Or we could Palpatine. Okay, let's just Barrage first. And kill the life gainers. That's doing 8 damage, and then we'll do 1 to Cassian, I guess. How much? And we're just doing 1 there. Yeah, because we need 1. Okay, to restore, we're doing 3. To Yoda, we're doing 4. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, man. It's a Krayt off. Whoever gets the next Krayt Dragon. This game is taking an eternity. Another Yoda, okay. Not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. We can Palpatine, kill Yoda, and attack Cassian with that. So we do 4 to Yoda, 2 to Cassian. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty strong turn. A double barrage turn, essentially. Okay, Cassian will die now. And Phase Dark Trooper if it attacks in. So he probably could have put 1 on Concord Dawn, but it doesn't really matter. If not, we're swinging it for 11 damage to his base. Okay, Vanquish is strong. Kills Phase Dark Trooper, I guess. It's cool. And would you like to draw an overwhelming barrage? Absolutely. Okay. Claim the initiative. Okay, we can Overwhelming Barrage again the following turn. We're swinging in for 14 damage next turn with the Barrage. Oh god. So we can literally play both the Krayt Dragon and the Barrage. So we can Krayt Dragon and then play Barrage. Okay, I think we're in good shape. I think we were able to turn the corner with our stronger big boys, but man, you know what I've learned from today is that this is just everybody's playing Krayt Dragon, as they should. This is what we talked about. Again, it should have triggered. Should have triggered. 5 damage again. They need to fix the bugs. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and barrage our opponent. And we're going to play it on here so that we can overwhelm things. Yeah. Alright, we're going to do 2 to Cassian and 6 to that. Yeah, you got to have a way to deal with Krayt Dragon. Alright, this is why we did that, so that we could overwhelm something that he played. Alright, that's 2 Krayt Dragons in the discard for us, right? We played all of our recruits, which were definitely very important in this matchup. Okay, we don't care about that. We could... No, let's just heal. I think we want to get our life total down a little bit and pass. So now he has... I mean, there's nothing he can really do unless he has a Sentinel, but we have Force Chokes, so... I think that's just a good game, but that was a close one. I mean, that Krayt, I think he misplayed when he had the Krayt Dragon out. But like he said, it's his first time playing this deck. But oof. Well, there you go. Never mind. There you go. That's the one card that could save him. Yep. Yes, it is. All right. We attack in with Reinforcement Walker, and yes, we want to draw that. So that we can immediately kill Redemption. Okay. Get that off the board. And our opponent is doing what? And we can still play 2 more units this turn. Can we ping? Yes, we can. With Vader. Alrighty. That's a good one, I think. Could have another redemption, I guess. We don't need resupply. Man, we are running out of cards too because of Reinforcement Walker. He has a... Okay, Poe. Good game. So, back for the post-game wrap-up. So, the biggest change I made was adding in 3 Rukh. And I felt like because of its price and its ability, and it paired with ECL, and because we have timely reinforcement as well, and the ability to activate the shield after we kill a non-leader unit, I just feel like Rukh is very strong in here, and that's kind of the card we were missing. So I'm going to be doing some more testing with that card, but I feel like as long as you're playing ECL, I think it makes a lot of sense because the ability to shield things afterwards, and it's just kind of like right in between your small units and your bigger units, and the ability to just come in and kill things out of anywhere for a fairly reasonable cost in this deck, especially with timely reinforcement in the list, makes Rukh a very valuable card. So that's kind of where I'm at. You kind of saw in that Han Green matchup, we just got absolutely destroyed. I do think Rukh could have helped us in that matchup as a kill spell in a way. And I think, you know, Rukh's going to help against things like Poe and Wrecker, especially, you know, we could always play the shield first when we're attacking into those, of course, which is also awesome. The flexibility that Rukh provides, because you get to decide when to play the shield. So that part is really cool. So I think it's going to come in big as long as you're playing the ECL version. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, y'all have a good one, and peace out.